time to start the conversation. Listen to Phil. Computer has landed.
And I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for her to get a fever and the chills, and that's what's happening. You know, right now, climate change. And then to throw up violently, violent vomiting. That's how we would purge. And that's how she's gonna purge.
Or my earliest memory of that road and, the road leading down into the canyon. I think the only description I ever heard of it was El Camino de la Otra Banda. And it was, La Otra Banda would be like the other, I guess it would be like the other band or boundary or border or something. And that's all I ever remember it. I remember my dad saying, because we would go to gather firewood in Otra Banda, which in Otra Banda meant like teepee in those areas. We're open for firewood collection, and we'd be, that's where most of us younger kids learned to drive. We would go for firewood, and that was coming up that road was a particularly scary event, but it was kind of like a rite of passage for all the kids around here.
The ancient, surroundings of the area, it really speaks with the different gorges splitting off and the deep canyons, and, the sheer beauty of the place is amazing. I can go down there and point out petroglyphs, some of the oldest ones I've ever found in the area that, are beautiful, of old kachinas, with the headdresses and just ancient, beautiful artwork.
All the life happens on the edge, like, when you're at the beach, there's the water and then the sand, but there's more life on any edge. So when you're in the desert, you're trying to create more surface area, because the more edge you have, then the more life you have.
The defining force in this landscape is the power of moving water. It will transform everything that it touches. Cutting down through successive basalt sheet flows across the Taos Plateau volcanic field, water has created a rugged landscape of many edges here in northern New Mexico. One of these meetings of edges in this high desert environment is the confluence of the Rio Pueblo de Taos with the Rio Grande. Long inhabited by a diverse population of flora and fauna, this area still sustains, nurtures, and inspires a reverence of these sublime spaces as veins of life. The other striking feature of this grand landscape is the immense amount of trash accumulated in the deep side arroyo. This practice of dumping trash into the arroyos has gone on for generations, with the most durable of the discarded objects remaining as artifacts. The highest concentration of dumping and ammunition discharge lies on unmanaged private lands, abutting BLM managed lands to the south and Taos Pueblo Tract A to the west. In 1993, a massive rock slide blocked the old road into the canyon. Taos County chose not to remove the rock from C-570, and shortly after the slide officially closed the road to vehicular travel. This inevitable natural event definitively created a new border of machine space at the end of the road. In the summer of 2011, Amigos Bravos, a statewide organization that protects and restores the waterways of New Mexico, put out a call for proposals to develop an arts-based land reclamation project. The Beautiful Midden team formed and responded to the call after repeated visits to the site. The objective observations needed to address the issues abounding in this landscape produced a sense of wonder and astonishment for us. We discovered that the debris varies from household trash, tires, refrigerators, cell phones, radios, bowling balls, wiring, lead-based munitions, plastics of all kinds, batteries, glass, motor oil, brake and power steering fluids, antifreeze, whole automobiles, animal carcasses, tents, tarps, paints, and solvents. Some of the toxic pollutants discharged into the environment here contain nickel, lithium, cadmium, mercury, and lead. Trash in the arroyo will eventually end up in the Rio Pueblo de Taos, and then into the Rio Grande a mile away, and then downstream into municipal reservoirs, farmers' fields, and sometimes the Gulf of Mexico. Everything from bottles, bags of trash, refrigerators, to stacks of televisions get blasted into smithereens as an old pastime at this site. The trajectory of most of the lead-based ammunitions end up in the gorge and waters of the Rio Pueblo de Taos. Through the food chain, animals become biological disseminators of toxins. Some larger inhabitants of this area that may consume lead munitions and other released toxins include beaver, cougar, a multitude of bird life, ringtail, mule deer, raccoon, elk, and recently reintroduced bighorn sheep and river otters. This steeping, vile concoction is what we end up sharing with our family and friends downstream. Beautiful Midden came to the conclusion that the best way to commence with the project was to begin a conversation with the local community. We decided to install an old-fashioned can phone spanning the large Midden cluster in the bottom of the chasm. So we set to work. In one evening, with family-style coordination, we set the two posts. Then we returned the following morning to ceremoniously walk out the hot pink mason's line from the bottom of the arroyo and install the cans that we got from the recycling center the next morning. Our hope was that by introducing a functioning sculptural element, a communication device, and artwork into this multi-use site, that it might start a dialogue of sorts, even if it was muffled. Let me at least get it started. right, I think I'll have to walk with you to let you go uphill a little bit.
Can you hold it? Yeah, good.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, let me.
Maybe we'll take turns.
Yeah, let me go
might
up.
be playing hopscotch.
Yeah, let me go up a little bit.
Okay.
Let me go up. That's good. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna walk.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Got it? I'm gonna give it a pull. It's on a button. What happened? Mission Control, the Eagle has landed. This can phone is our attempt to look and listen in a way that is dictated by landscape and the human condition here, leaving a delicate diviner in a vehicle of questions and dialogue to come. One of the exciting responses to the dialogue was by a group of Taos artists who call themselves Promo Hobo, Free Heart. After hearing a radio interview with Brian Shields, who described the Beautiful Midden project and publicly let the can phone out of the bag, so to speak, they responded in turn with art. First with poetic alterations of the large appliances in 08, the purple car, that lie in a jumble on the arroyo floor beneath the can phone line. Their next action was the installation of a large cardboard mural on the main road into Taos with a call to restore the Rio Pueblo.
Give to the public, to give to the people, just to give them something to smile about, something to look at, a positive message, you know, just a little bit of appreciation for the small things in life. You know, if you were bombarded with positive imagery of, you know, beautiful things, more than you were of buy this, sell this, buy this, buy this, you know, you might just spend more time watching the sunset or, you know, enjoying the smaller things in life. I think art changes things because, you know, it changes us as individuals. So who's to say it can't change others?
Again, paint with your heart and not your blood.
On the morning of August 25th, 2012, Beautiful Midden produced another public gesture known as the Trash Camera Ball. It consisted of mounting a small camcorder set in whittled rigid foam, then wedged on the inside of a clear acrylic sphere.
It's now the camera.
From this vantage point, we hope to understand the descent of trash tossed in to this deep arroyo.
Down. All right. Yeah, well, here it comes. One, two, three. That was awesome. Yeah. Bravo. Bravo.
Yay!
Oh boy. Camera intact?
The Rio Pueblo de Taos Canyon and river call out for a community-wide response, one that educates people about the impacts of environmental degradation and engages positive energies in a communal creative process. These undertakings must honor both human culture and wilderness. In continuing our dialogue, we presented an art exhibition that included documentation, questions, and recontextualized objects taken from the Beautiful Midden. As a healing gesture, we hosted a day-long vigil at the site and invited people from Taos to bring what they do as offerings to the place. Songs, paintings, prayers, dances, and simple contemplative acts saw the sun set down on that day. Possible suggestions for local government includes periodic amnesty days at the Taos dump and curbside pickups of large appliances. Beautiful Midden is of a transformative nature. We trust that this work will have an impact with the people of our hometown and that it will begin to build bridges and generate personal and collective empowerment.
And just everybody has to get that in their mind, that every single person is a healer and has the capacity to heal at any given scale. Some people are going to be thinking about, healing their kids' runny nose. Hey, that's fine. At least they're doing that. I can tell you people who aren't even healing their kids' runny nose. So that would solve a whole bunch of problems right there. But if everyone were to realize that they are participating in the grandiose plan of healing, then the real healers come. And then you're just like a glove. And then you wonder who's the hand. But I tell you, the hand's there, waiting for us to be the glove to take care of all of this madness. And we're about this close.